Here today at DeSoto High School, we revealed our salutatorian and valedictorian today. In terms of our valedictorian, his name is Patrick Williams, as well as for our salutatorian, it is Anaya Landeros.
So I've been attending DeSoto ISD since pre-K. I've been here since elementary school. My community here at DeSoto has supported me. My teachers, my classmates, my counselor have been a constant support system for me, and I am so happy to be here right now.
It was a lot of sacrificing my own personal time, balancing all my extracurricular activities as well as my academics and studying. Well, I'm probably going to Florida A&M University, and I want to major in biomedical engineering. I'd like to thank my parents and my family. They've been very supportive throughout these 4 years, and without them, I don't think I would have gone this far. I know that the early college program has been one of the biggest helps in preparing me academically.
I'm going to SMU, and I'm going to be majoring in engineering. I chose SMU because obviously close to home, and I got offered a full ride.
As a district, we're extremely proud of them for their hard work. I've known them each since they were both in the 6th grade. In particular for our valedictorian, he was part of our male leadership there at West Middle School. He is a testimony to that because here it is. We are now celebrating a male valedictorian here at DeSoto High School within at least 5 years here. In terms of our young lady, the same scenario. She has blossomed throughout the years, taking care of her business there in the classroom, and now to be rewarded this is just awesome. It's great.
Good morning. My name is Patrick Williams Jr., and I am proud to be class president and valedictorian of the DeSoto High School class of 2023.
Good morning. My name is Anaya Landeros, and I am proud to be the salutatorian of the DeSoto High School class of 2023. Welcome to the State of the District Address for the 2022-2023 school year. At this time, please stand for the invocation presented by DeSoto ISD School Board Trustee Pastor Abe Cooper, followed by the presentation of colors by the DeSoto High School JROTC.
Let us pray. Oh God, we thank you now just for what you've done over this last calendar year, God. We've seen your hand at work. And as we come together to celebrate the state of the district, God, we say thank you for what you have done, the people that you've blessed us with. And God, right now, we thank you for the successes of our children, that they've been faithful to you, doing the work that you've called them to do. God, thank you right now for all that you've done for us. And God, we know that you have more in store for us. And so right now, as we celebrate these students and we celebrate the successes of this district, we thank you even for the meal today that will give us nourishment. We thank you for the hands that prepared the meal, and we thank you just for being our God that has been faithful to us. Have your way in this program. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Guard, attention, carry, color. Forward, march, left, left, right, right, left, 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 right. Mark time, march. Color guard, halt. Left turn, march. Present, arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me for the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for the national anthem presented by the DeSoto High School a cappella choir student, Ariana Williams.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Forward. March. Left. Left. Right. Left. 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 Right. Left.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Left. Right. Left.
At DeSoto High School, we are grateful for the support and service provided by our civic leaders. At this time, would any elected officials from the cities of DeSoto and Glen Heights please stand? Thank you for all you do to support the students and families of DeSoto ISD. You may be seated.
I echo my thanks to our city officials. We are especially grateful for the support, consideration, day in and day out, student-focused service provided by the hard-working men and women of the DeSoto ISD Board of Trustees. Would all board members present please stand, past and present? Thank you for your service and the example you set for the students and families of DeSoto ISD. Please know how much you are appreciated. You may now be seated. Okay. If there are any other elected officials present, would you please stand at this time? At this time, we turn the program back to the chair of the DeSoto Area Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Karen Bishop.
Thank you, Patrick. I've come back today. I would like to ask the members of the DeSoto Area Chamber Board, if you are present, to please stand so that we can acknowledge and recognize you today. Thank you for coming and being with us. Next, I'd like to recognize our sponsors for today's luncheon. We have the City of DeSoto, DeSoto ISD, the DeSoto Development Corporation, Methodist Hospitals, Walmart Supply Chain, Bank of DeSoto, And my employer, Lineberger, Goggin, Blair, and Sampson. 5 Points Nursing, DeSoto. And Chief Maurice Jones Company, DAPPS. I guess I can say DAPS. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for sponsoring this event. We appreciate your support, and I'm sure the ISD appreciates your continued support as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bishop, and many thanks to the board and members of the DeSoto Area Chamber of Commerce for all the support, sponsorship, and jobs you have provided to DeSoto High School students. Today, we would like to share with you more information about DeSoto ISD's AAA experience, including academics, arts, and athletics.
One of our classmates has recorded a message that shares, from her perspective, some of our collective experiences. Take a look.
A little bit about me is I've been going here since I was 5 years old, and I have participated in student councils. I've had participated in extra academic honors classes. I'm a true product here, and I plan to really come back, especially after I start my career and graduate here at DeSoto High School. Given the fact that I'm still here at DeSoto ISD, I feel like graduating with my fellow students who I have grown and developed with is an honor, because we've improved. And DeSoto ISD, the district has developed us. They outlined the standard and they outlined the boundaries, and they did nothing but help us get closer to that. All we gotta do is graduate and move forward. Academically first, what I mostly enjoy here is the criminal justice program, because ever since a little kid, I always wanted to major in criminal justice to motivate and uplift my community, make a change in my community. So when I came here at DeSoto my freshman year in 2019, and I joined the criminal justice program, it did nothing but prepare me and get me closer to my next step, which is going to college, not only just in running, but majoring in law. My passion for track it's indescribable. My purpose in track is not only to benefit me and to drop these times and to just succeed, but I also do it to motivate young girls to never give up on what you want to achieve in life. The arts club here at DeSoto High School, it gave me nothing but an extra opportunity to achieve more. I looked into this class as if it was just a credit for me to walk the stage May 22nd. But when I had a teacher like Ms. Nava here, she taught me to achieve more. She set the standard for me, and she motivated me to work for that. And now I'm drawing 1 point perspective projects. I'm doing kente cloths. I was able to represent her for Black History, and I feel like this art program really helped me see the reason on why it's nothing but persistence and patience. Thanks to DeSoto ISD, I was able to land a full-ride scholarship to University of Dallas. Now, leading up to that, y'all, it was a lot. Ultimately, hard work does pay off, and hard work will be seen. And I just had to stay true to myself, stay true to God. I was able to maintain arts, academics, and athletics by having persistence and determination. When I wake up every morning, I want to be better than I was yesterday. It's 1% better each and every day. So DeSoto has really built me to every day having determination, being the best student I could be, being the best athlete on the track that I could be. And I'm just really grateful for DeSoto. DeSoto U, class of 2023.
I think we both agree, Patrick, the AAA experience has set us on the right course for our future. We are grateful for the projects and programs developed through our school structures that have provided education, experience, and exposure in our chosen areas of study. About this time last year, our district began the transition to a dynamic new leader who has a reputation for helping students succeed at their individual highest level.
During this first year, we have already seen the vision and growth she has planned for our future. Dr. Usama Rogers grew up pretending to be a teacher, passing out assignments to kids in her neighborhood that she expected to have returned completed. The daughter of an administrator in the Office of Civil Rights, Rogers grew up listening to conversations about equity and access, particularly with regard to education. As she went on to pursue those childhood dreams of being an educator, Rogers began her journey in the classroom before transitioning to serve as a campus administrator, opening Cedar Hill ISD's early college high school. Rogers would move on to provide oversight to an entire feeder pattern of schools in Dallas ISD before becoming deputy chief, spearheading the development and advancement of career and technical education-based P-Tech programs across the state's second largest school district. Rogers joined DeSoto ISD 1 year ago in May of 2022. Her detailed bio can be found in the event program, and it's worth the read. It is my pleasure to present the illustrious leader of the DeSoto Independent School District, the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Usama Rogers.
Good morning. It is still morning, correct? All right, just wanted to make sure. As mentioned, I am Dr. Usama Rogers, and I proudly have the tagline, the Super Proud Superintendent of DeSoto ISD. Thank you for allowing me to provide an opportunity to provide an update on some of the hard work that's taking place in our district. But before doing that, I want to take a moment to acknowledge great contributors to the work that we're doing within the district. I know they've previously been recognized, but I must mention our Board of Trustees. Trustees, thank you so much for believing in me, working with us as a team so that we can move the needle to achieve the goals that you've set for our students. Also to our elected officials, both in the city of DeSoto and the city of Glen Heights. Thank you so much for the tremendous outpouring of support to our school district and system. I say you all are the hardest working city officials that I know. I jokingly told Mayor Proctor last night in an event, I think she attends more school district events than I do. She definitely knows many more of the students because everyone is here to support, and so thank you so much. But we don't work alone. In DeSoto ISD, we coined and we're working to live out the fact that teamwork makes the dream work. And so I do not work alone. I share that the most important decision that a school board could make is hiring the superintendent of schools. The most important decision that a superintendent of schools makes is hiring principals. And the most important decision that principals make are hiring teachers. So at this time, I would like to acknowledge the DeSoto ISD executive leadership team, if you would please stand. And somewhere working in the back is Mr. Morrow, so you probably won't see him, but the executive team is here at the front if you all will stand to be acknowledged. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, our campus administrators, would you please stand? Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you for all that you do. And if they look a little tense, a few of them have field day going on. And so for them to be here and not there, they're checking their phone every minute. So don't think they're being rude. They're just checking on the babies. So I do greatly appreciate you all pulling away. And as Mr. Campbell jokingly said, this is the first time all year that he's had lunch. So thank you so much. But I can't speak to this work without acknowledging our students and teachers. We have amazing students and teachers in DeSoto ISD. First, I'd like to acknowledge those teachers who are here with us today and those students. Our DeSoto High School Junior ROTC, led by Colonel Russell Hooper. Let's give him a hand. For the beautiful rendition of the national anthem, our a cappella choir member, Ms. Williams, and also I thought I saw her somewhere working around, our Grammy Award-winning choir director, Ms. Dawson, there in the corner. Our jazz band, they are simply amazing. And so we have something special that we're working up this summer with the city of Glen Heights with our jazz band, and so I can't wait for us to be able to announce that. But our band is under the direction of Mr. Delton Brown and also Miss Thompson, and I believe I saw Miss Thompson here, if she might have already left. And then our art students, the beautiful art displays on the tables by our students and our floral design by our scholars in our career and technical education program. We have an amazing career and technical education program, and our students are doing outstanding things. And so also our culinary arts students prepared our meal today. Wasn't it delicious? And our lead culinary instructor is Miss Madison. And then who's our other teacher? Because I want to. And Chef Davis. So they do an awesome job. And our culinary students actually were on a television show and competition. So again, great things are happening in DeSoto ISD, but just wanted to recognize them. And then also Mr. Nicholas Johnson, who served as our CTE director for many years. He tried to retire last year, but I begged my dear friend to stay and help me out. So Nicholas, thank you so much for the work that you're doing to lead our CTE program. And as we talk about that, they didn't put it on the program because they're humble, but I would like to take a moment to celebrate our communications team because they did a fabulous job in coordinating this event on behalf of the district. And our communications team is under the direction of our chief, Tiffany Blackman-Jones. So the district has been working hard on innovations and improvement within our system, and today I will share with you an overview of our redesign for our future. And we say redesign because we really wanted to identify, and we spent time thinking about what are the great things that DeSoto ISD offered, because everybody in my entry, everybody talked about bringing DeSoto back to where it was. And so we tagged preserving the past because there were great things in our district, but also reimagining the future. And that reimagining the future is about bringing our vision to life. So the vision for DeSoto ISD issues a call to action for us to inspire curiosity and consciousness, develop character, build courage, and to nurture compassion within our students. With this in mind, we make it our mission to ensure students, without exception, learn and grow at their highest levels. And I'm going to stop and make a joke here. And if you watch our board meetings, you know that we take that seriously. When I first became the superintendent and I had the board meeting, somebody called me afterwards and they were like, Dr. Rogers, why are they interviewing you? You already got the job. And I was like, well, that's what we do. We discuss our board goals and student achievement. And so you know that we take student achievement very seriously because we devote a significant portion of our board meetings every month to talk about where our students are academically, and not just some of our students, but all of our students. So when I arrived in DeSoto a year ago, I saw an opportunity to shape deep engagement and ensure that every child was connected to something to enhance their learning and deepen the investment in their own learning by creating a rally cry around what we've coined the AAA experience. And again, people are watching us because as I see ads from other school districts, they're not saying AAA experience, but they definitely are talking about arts, athletics, and academics. But you heard it here first, and because I'm a believer, that A also stands for my vision that we're going to become an A-rated district. So in DeSoto ISD, we're continuing to clarify and define the AAA experience for our school community and our scholars. The AAA experience gives credence to the district's holistic and well-rounded approach to educating students through academics, arts, and athletics. And as you can see through the video, our students are excelling in both. But this is also an opportunity for us to more deeply engage students and their families in the educational offerings available in our district. As you heard from our scholars, the AAA experience is the district's own way of keeping our scholars locked in on their future. So at this time, we're going to take a moment to hear from some of our leaders about how we're shaping learning through academics, arts, and athletics in DeSoto ISD.
You know what? DeSoto ISD is one of a kind. We offer multifaceted and multi-layered opportunities for our students to engage in academics, arts, and athletics. Through our choice programming, all of our elementary students attend either an A or B rated campus based on the Texas Education Agency. The Teaching and Learning Department not only strives for our students to have high quality instruction and an education, but we also believe that it is equally essential.
Academics is strengthened by systematic and explicit instruction to close gaps and to reach achievement goals for all of our students. The arts are strengthened by making sure that our students are included in any and all expos and art activities presented by DeSoto and other cities. Finally, we highlight and create opportunities for all students to participate in our athletic program district-wide.
I am excited about our new and intentional focus on academics, athletics, and arts, as I truly believe DeSoto is a special place that can achieve in each of those areas at a level higher than what some may think capable or even possible.
I believe that the DeSoto High School Choral Department is the flagship of the Fine Arts Department. We are the ones that's nationally recognized. We tour, we have been across the country, international, and we have won many, many, many awards. This year has been our 10th consecutive year as UIL sweepstakes winners.
We allow our academics to connect with fine arts daily, whether it's counting music, whether it's expression, whether it's taking a piece of poetry and creating something beautiful with that, building relationships. Everything is really interconnected.
My role here is to oversee both girls and boys athletics. My vision is always for us to be the best, always for our kids to take care of academics first and athletics second. I want everybody in this program to be successful. I want them to compete hard. And you know, we have great coaches and great kids that can do that, but I also want them to always represent their DE. No matter where they're at, it doesn't make a difference if they're in another state or playing in another gym. You always got to represent that DE.
Last year, I had 2 boys graduate with their associate's degrees before they even got their diplomas. So when you talk about adding the academic part, you got the athletic piece, then you got the fine art piece. So any student, any ethnicity, any background can probably find some niche at DeSoto.
I believe that our athletes are well-rounded and we're really helping to drive the school and drive the district and make the district what it is today.
Today, we will hear from members of the executive leadership team who are tasked with driving different aspects of the AAA experience to fruition. In DeSoto ISD, we are working to create a system that is truly innovative and unique, and one that meets the individualized needs of students and the ever-evolving needs of the workforce. We are moving beyond 21st century educational trends and focusing on how we support and prepare students for the 22nd century through social emotional development, career and industry training, and more deeply enriched field projects and project-based learning experiences. This ideation is a reflection of the district's board goals, which center around 4 areas for growth for our student learning: college, career, and military readiness, early literacy, early numeracy, and individualized growth, all of which are listed in the program. But in order to make this transition and realize our board goals, we must ensure that we establish a foundation for an organization that is designed to support this type of innovation, one that considers the world and community in which our students live, work, and exist. Let's take a moment to hear from our teaching and learning team about how we are doing just that.
My role is overseeing all scholastic matters for the institution. I provide decisive guidance to executive directors, and all academic departments. It is our responsibility as a team that we align our priorities to our board goals. That is our blueprint. We use our goal progress measures as a gauge to determine student growth and achievement. As a Chief Academic Officer, it is my responsibility to ensure that my team and ourselves are grounding our work on research-based practices, making data-driven decisions, and also become reflective practitioners and always make the best decisions for all of our students.
The primary role of the Executive Director of Special Populations is to provide leadership to and support the overall functioning for the district's special programs, specifically directing and managing the special education program, 504, dyslexia, and MTSS, and also to serve as a resource to campus personnel, principals, and teachers. In addition, my role is to interpret local, state, and federal guidelines as it relates to special programs and recommend policies and procedures to ensure that our district is in compliance and performing at the highest level.
The Teaching and Learning Department is the heartbeat of the district. We are responsible for ensuring that all of our students graduate college and career strong. Through the early college dual credit opportunities, through our industry-based partnerships, and our career technical programming, we have no doubt that once our students leave DeSoto ISD, they are ready to conquer the world successfully.
So in order to make those things happen, the next layer of preparing ourselves for the future includes looking at the core of our work and how we serve and engage our most important segment of our system, our students. In addition to designing and supporting both proactive and responsive learning for scholars, we're also focused on staffing for innovation. It's no secret that education is facing a teacher shortage. Arguably, the industry's most valuable resource and asset are the educators themselves. With this in mind and a clear understanding of the deep global competition our scholars face as they prepare for and aspire to college, career, and military, having high quality, passionate, and dedicated educators is the core ingredient needed to help our students realize their future goals. So now we're going to take a moment to hear from our Human Capital Management team and learn how they are addressing meeting those particular needs.
The Human Capital Management Department is a division of DeSoto ISD that is responsible for finding, recruiting, screening, and processing job applicants. The department also handles employee compensation, benefits, resignations, and terminations. It's also important that we stay up to date with laws that can affect the district and our employees. Areas that are key to our department are talent management, compensation and benefits, training and development, retention and engagement, and maintaining employee records, all of which play a key role in building and supporting our workforce.
Our staff is our most important resource. My job is to make them feel comfortable and feel so that they want to remain here in DeSoto ISD and perform at their highest level while providing the AAA experience to our students. One of the things that I focus on is work-life balance. I inform the staff of their leave options when the unexpected happens, remembering a little peace of mind goes a long way. I also arrange activities designed to improve their mental and physical well-being. Giving staff time to engage, exercise, and have a little fun can really rejuvenate a person. Quickly responding to employees' concerns can eliminate a lot of stress and worry. I work efficiently to thoroughly investigate and resolve staff complaints and concerns in a positive and cooperative way. If we're not able to resolve the concerns, I advise staff of their rights and monitor that progress.
There are many individuals who are desiring to transition into teaching, yet they simply just don't know how. I serve as the connect for individuals and help them to transition well. We also are working to maximize personnel through various opportunities like the temporary classroom assignment permits at the secondary level to ensure individuals who have active teacher certifications are supporting our students effectively. There is a pervasive teacher shortage that greatly has impacted our entire nation, and research shows that there's been a tremendous decrease of individuals who are wanting to enter the field of education. As a DeSoto ISD alumni, I take a great deal of pride in staffing our campuses with highly qualified personnel, and our team is responsible for implementing innovative and strategic solutions for staffing within our district.
And I will tell you, Dr. White does work hard recruiting for our district. We had our district hiring fair a few weeks ago, and everybody that walked in was like, hey, Dr. White, hey, Dr. White. So I was like, okay, so when you're out of town, you really are working. Because I was like, you need to send me pictures and proof. But our human capital management team really did a tremendous lift. People may not know this, and I just want to take a moment to celebrate the lift. So June 30th, we had about 100 teacher vacancies. But we started the school year staffed at 90% because of the hard work, and our staffing the entire year was never less than 90%. Another big thing that's important to me and what I shared walking into the district is, and those of you who knew, listened to my entry plan, I told you what my grandmother would always say, like, no matter who you were talking to or what were you doing, did you look good? And that's the same philosophy that I brought to the district in talking with our chief of operations and our deputy superintendent. And they already had that vision to upgrade. And then I had one trustee in particular, I won't say no names, Abe Cooper, who was always on top of me about, are the yards cut? What do the front office look like? What are we presenting to the community? And so at this time, I want to highlight some of the work from our maintenance and operations team. And if you have not, just seen some of the things that they've done on a shoestring budget. Like, it's amazing what you can do with some paint and some carpet squares and a few little upgrades. But DeSoto ISD's maintenance and operation team is a multifunctional division of the district administration. This team is the embodiment of service and support, and is integral to our ability to provide a safe, clean, and secure learning environment. While the maintenance and operation team has done incredible work to ensure our buildings are clean and well maintained, they've also done an excellent job of updating our facilities, both aesthetically and technology. In addition, this team leads the safety and security management and oversight. And, you know, as you all know, a few weeks ago, we were in the news quite a bit because our chief of operations, you know, really wanted us to make a courageous decision. And he was like, hey, Dr. Rogers, with the uptick of things that are going on, I really think we need to move forward with banning backpacks just as an added layer of helping to keep our kids safe. And I joke with him all the time. I was like, okay, Mr. Thomas, you asked for us to make this decision, but I'm taking these body shots. But he really is always thoughtful about ensuring that we are providing a safe and secure environment for our students. And he works very closely with Chief Acosta and also our chief in Glen Heights. So we do take safety and security for our students extremely important. And that's why we've seen a significant decrease in disciplinary infractions and activities over the course of this year because of the proactive nature of our safety and security team. So at this time, we're going to share their video.
My role as Deputy Superintendent is one of working behind the scenes to ensure that different departments and different agencies and all the stakeholders in our district have the supplies and materials and resources that they need. I would have to say a major win for us this year is the way that we just changed the narrative. I mean, last year at this time, we were just struggling to get to the end without any more negative publicity. This year, we've gone pretty much the year, knock on wood, without any major disruptions to our schools. Our kids have been safe, our staff members have been safe, and the overall image and perception of us in the community has been positive.
In the operations department, we've seen tremendous growth in our child nutrition budget.
We've been able, with the help of the federal government, to deliver quality meals at a reasonable price so we can enhance not only the equipment in our kitchens, but also soon the tables and chairs in our cafeterias. That is a major win for this district, considering 2 years ago, we would not have been able to do that. So going forward, we're excited about child nutrition. The second win is in safety and security. We have security guards at every campus, and we're excited to say that because 2 years ago, we did not have security guards at every campus, and we're struggling to staff just one campus. That is major growth in that area, and we're looking forward to 23-24.
I oversee all of the auxiliary operations of the district. On a daily basis, my plant services team is responsible for the upkeep and code compliance of the buildings. What they're doing is making sure that the grounds and the facilities run and look good at all times. My transportation department is making sure students can get to and from school at all times. And security is providing a safe and secure environment for all students and staff in the district. So what our role in the future does is it provides better insights so that the superintendent and the board can provide the community with the necessities that we need to potentially get behind us and help us excel.
My role as a director of technology is to oversee the technology infrastructure of the school district. My responsibilities include cybersecurity, media support, and managing the hardware and software systems that support the instructional and administrative needs of the district. One of the key roles in the technology department is to provide teachers and students with the tools and resources they need to succeed in the digital age. This includes ensuring that the technology infrastructure is up to date, reliable, and efficient, as well as providing support and training to teachers and students on how to use technology effectively.
So the complex work of teams like the teaching and learning and human capital management and maintenance and operations is made possible by the support of our business operations arm. In order to truly support a holistic, well-rounded experiences for our scholars, we have to ensure that we are financially sound and positioned to offer strategic planning to appropriately support high-quality educational experiences for our scholars and schools. DeSoto ISD recently joined a multitude of area districts to appeal to legislators to allocate a larger portion of the state's surplus allotment to schools, understanding the impact of inflation, the rising cost of education, and the ever-growing demand to prepare scholars for an evolving future workforce. So, one question that our newest trustee, I won't say any names, James Durham, asked, how's our money? And then when he met with me again, he was like, you know, Dr. Rogers, okay, we good. And how's our money? So believe me, between our business operations team and our team of trustees, your money is in good hands. And so now let's take a look at their video.
As controller and currently interim CFO of DeSoto ISD, my main focus is ensuring the fiscal solvency and financial integrity for the district. This focus is important to the entire DeSoto, Texas community. As the largest employer in the city, we have a direct responsibility to the community in many ways. From property owners to teachers and instructional as well as administrative personnel to parents that entrust us with their children, the financial department must ensure that every step, and I mean every step, is taken toward financial soundness and fiscal responsibility.
The finance department plays a huge role in the success of our district and ensuring our scholars have the tools and support to succeed. We do this by safeguarding our district accounting books, as we are responsible for over $115 million revenue that the district generates. We facilitate annual audits to maintain the financial integrity of DeSoto taxpayers and other local, state, and federal stakeholders.
I'm Tracy Cook. I'm a proud parent of 3 DeSoto ISD graduates, a community member, and the district's staff accountant. My primary responsibility is to prepare and maintain the district's financial records. In layman's terms, I ensure the campuses and departments can spend the funds that have been budgeted or raised for student success.
One of our priorities at DeSoto ISD is to provide high-quality customer service to all district employees because we understand how frustrating it can be to have a discrepancy on a paycheck. We strongly believe that in order for our students to receive the education they deserve, the payroll department must process all compensation accurately and on a timely manner for all teachers and staff of DeSoto ISD. Es tiempo de volar alto, Águilas de DeSoto ISD.
And they not playing when they say they fiscally responsible. They won't let me do anything without checking it and checking it and checking it twice. And so we have an amazing team of experienced individuals working in our financial department. And so I do know that we are in really good hands. So finance is tasked with one of the most important areas of our operation. And while our work is centered on education, it is driven and supported by our resources. In DeSoto ISD, we went to work this year to really redefine how we're viewed in our community. We're proud of the work that we're doing to reshape our district through the AAA experience and focused on our culture through how we communicate. We recognize the need to not only heal the past concerns, but to create opportunities for meaningful engagement and dialogue that will lay the foundation for collaboration, open, honest, and transparent communication, relationship building among a number of areas within our system. So the opportunity to share our good news while also keeping our school community informed and aware of district developments and initiatives is more than just marketing and press releases, it's relationship building. And that's how we rebrand and how we're positioned to take our rightful place as eagles within this educational landscape. And so at this time, I'm going to share the video from our communications team.
DeSoto ISD Communications is really comprised of an amazing group of professionals, and we have the absolute great opportunity to tell all of the amazing stories that happen in DeSoto ISD and to communicate the work and the developments that are happening across the district every single day. So we're like our own little news team. Our team is really comprised of 3 different arms. We are communications, which includes both the internal and external comms, marketing, and engagement. In each of those 3 buckets, they are not only interconnected, but also independent, and they serve the district in a really wide-ranging way.
Internal communications is an entire process within an organization. Primarily, it deals with internal customers, our staff and our students, and the flow of information. Its function is centered on how information flows vertically and laterally via the organization's communication channels. Its presence and effectiveness is extremely valuable to the feasibility of an organization to be able to achieve its goals, its vision, and mission.
When it comes to our AAA experience, which is academics, arts, and athletics, external communications is extremely important. Why, that you might ask, is because it gives me and our department the opportunity to really tell in-depth stories and really bring light to those 3 A's. When it comes to academics, we really try to give the opportunity to our students and teachers to really tell their stories, really tell why academics is important to them and why we're doing such a great job here at DeSoto ISD. When it comes to arts, we just had a Grammy Award-winning educator, Ms. Pamela Dawson, and our department was able to tell that story, how she was able to garner that award, starting from when she started in Detroit, moving all the way down to DeSoto, and really giving people an inside look into how she was able to get that award. And when it comes to athletics, obviously our football team just won the state championship game, our men's basketball team, and also our women's basketball team went down to the state championships as well. I was able to really give that in-depth look, an inside look as to how we were able to do that and shed light on our athletic department and our students and also our teachers and coaches.
A couple of things to understand about partnerships and engagement. We define our procedures and we set goals and milestones for projects and activities. We love to be flexible in DeSoto ISD. We want our eagles to soar to their highest heights. So we'll work within a school, within the department, or across the district as needed. And the overall goal being a mutually beneficial outcome.
At DeSoto ISD, we must anticipate 40 different situations for our district family and prepare for 50 different outcomes. Anticipating the unknown means we must make every effort to communicate with our DeSoto family because at the end of the day, it's about the students. We are here for them. We are here to serve them, and parents should never be in the dark about what the district is doing. They can always contact us when it's convenient for them.
Education is such a human experience, and it is the thing that we really do live by in terms of how students come to us and how they go on to live the rest of their lives. This is really and truly life-changing work. So when we look at the opportunity to make our system accessible, it is important that communications is efficient and productive in that vein.
And I think one piece of the story that communications didn't share is their emergency response. They do a phenomenal job in getting out messaging when it's positive, but then also when there's news and information that people need to know. And I think during the bad weather, the inclement weather days, they had their own little love-hate relationship with parents going on with their meme wars. We won't talk about that, but their social media took a life of its own during the winter days. So it's been great to watch that teamwork. But all of our teams collaborate on a daily basis to make and guide district decisions. And it's their collective insight and expertise that serves as the compass for where we need to go and how we need to support our Board of Trustees who are fearless advocates for this community. DeSoto ISD has greatly benefited from the support of both the City of DeSoto and the City of Glen Heights, as well as business and community leaders like those of you seated in this room. As we continue the work of today and build for the future, and that's really what we wanted to share today, is the foundation that we're laying for our future success. We have some emerging opportunities for members of the community like yourselves to engage with our system and have a direct impact on student educational experiences. While we're focused on getting to the core educational experience to a top-tier level for our students in DeSoto ISD, we are also establishing a means by which to address some of the peripheral needs of our students that are essential to their growth, development, and exposure to effectively compete on a national and global level. At the back of your programs, you will find QR codes that will allow you and your organization to consider how you might be able to partner with us in this effort. Join us as we prepare to soar to higher heights. As the adage says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. It is truly teamwork that makes the dream work. So let's partner for a purpose to be the DeSoto difference for DeSoto ISD scholars. It is my hope that this community will continue to rally around us to be extensions of our good news and join hands as we walk into the future. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to share a bit about the AAA experience that's taking place within DeSoto ISD.